Okay. Welcome, everybody. Great to have you all here. And today I've got two very, very special guests with me. I'd like to introduce Mr. Daniel Chow from the US and Mr. Nathan Bolkers up there in Canada. Welcome, gentlemen.
How's it going?
Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you, Aaron, for bringing us on this interview. Very nice to see you guys.
Absolutely, my pleasure. It is. And look, for everybody, I've known Daniel for probably for over 3 years now. Been following Daniel. Nathan, a little bit less. I think came in mixer. I think didn't realise that they were both working together until probably a couple of years ago, and been enjoying following their material and seeing them all over the place. And if you haven't seen these guys, I don't know where you've been because they are everywhere, which is fantastic. A little bit that I know about Daniel, I know that some time ago, correct me if I'm wrong, you've always been like a spirited entrepreneur. You've delivery driver. You were doing Amazon. You were doing Shopify e-commerce, and then things weren't giving you the results that you were looking for. And Nathan, you were a truck driver. You're doing long hauls. You were working long hours.
I wasn't long haul. I was local.
Well, local.
I was a local log truck driver.
My apologies. But you were working long hours, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Missing family.
12 to 15-hour days, 7 days a week.
Yeah, they're pretty long hours, long days, right? The days turn into weeks, the weeks into months, and the kids are 4 years old. You put them to bed and you wake up and they're 15 or something. So time can go real fast. So the reason why I wanted to really speak with you guys is because of things that you've been able to do, things that you've been able to change in your lives. And I guess it's really happened for you in the respect that you were able to do something about it. What sort of like got you going in this direction? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Okay, I'll start first, okay? Then Nate can jump in. So, quick story about me, okay? How I started this online business, right? I mean, before I know anything about online, I was the technician, okay? I was the military contractor for 15 years. So I traveled to a lot of different crazy countries to serve my clients, usually military, their equipments, right? Communication equipments. So I did that for 15 years. But my first son, Ace, was born in 2015. That was the time I really considered I want to switch my career, right? So I want to move away from that line of business, the line of work, and I want to stay with my kids while they growing up. So I started looking for opportunities to what I can do online. Okay, then I started from doing Amazon. Okay, and because it's very, I would say, to me, right? All I understand is that I need to sell a product to somebody in order to make a profit, right? And the online business to me is like Amazon, eBay. You sell products on those platforms. When people buy from you, then you make your profit, right? So I did that for 3 years, and that business didn't go anywhere, right? And that business put me in debt because when you do Amazon, you have to lay out money, lay out capital to purchase inventory, right? Take care of customer service, everything else. At the end of the day I left that business, I was 35K in debt. Okay, that I have loads of inventory. Loads of products in the inventory I couldn't sell, right? At the time. So 35K in debt. The credit card company was suing me, took me to the court. I had no option but to put my family on food stamps, which is the government welfare in the United States. In the meantime, see what I can do online, okay? And that's when I encounter the current business that me and Nate are doing right now, which is called affiliate digital marketing, okay? We are also selling products online, but we sell, instead of selling physical products, we sell information products, okay? We sell digital products. It can be a course, it can be a software, right? It can be a mentorship, a coaching program, an event, something is digital, okay? That we can just sell, deliver through online, through internet, without the manufacturing cost. Once it is created, then we can sell it again, right? But as a complete beginner, I was not capable to create my own digital product without having proper knowledge yet, right? 4 years ago. So what I started is with this unique business model called affiliate marketing. Basically, you partner up with other successful companies who already have a product that's selling well. Then I simply become their affiliate. They're going to give me a special link. I can promote this link on social media or to my audience. Anybody go through that link, buy the product from that company, I get paid commissions. Okay, so that's how I got started. Nay.
Yes. Me and Daniel, pretty much, we got started around the same time back in 2021. So I got started because I wanted more time with my kids. I was missing them growing up. I was missing special events. I was missing school and everything like that. Literally just missing them growing up. So I got into this industry back in 2021 when COVID hit, because 3 of our 4 lumber mills shut down. So I needed to make some extra cash, and I literally had no other options but to hop online and try to figure out a side hustle that worked, right? And I think it was January 15th, I jumped in on my first course and started that. And then me and Daniel met up the next month in February. That's when me and Daniel first met. He watched me on Wake Up Legendary with Dave Sharp. So and then pretty much from there on, I got into this industry just to pay some extra bills. Never did I expect to quit my job in 5 months, right? So 5 months, it was 5 months, under 5 months of starting this industry, right? I literally quit my trucking career and haven't looked back, right? I haven't worked a job since April 28th of 2021. So whole reason I got into this industry was because my daughter asked me, Daddy, why do you work so much? We never get to see you. And from then on, I was looking find a way. That was in December of 2020. So it was just a matter of a few weeks of searching online before I found affiliate and digital marketing, right? And it literally changed our lives, right? It wasn't easy at first, right? It's definitely a learning curve, especially somebody like me who is still on paper log books, who hates technology. Definitely, I wasn't a people person, right? I'm an introvert, right? I like to stay home. I don't go out to party. The only time I hang out with friends is during hunting season. So I'm just your stay-at-home dad. So this industry has allowed me to now be a stay-at-home dad, and a hockey dad now. I'm allowed to be at home with my kids. I'm home all day. I'm able to work on my business, on my time, on my schedule, right? I can work when I want, where I want, right? So that was a big part of it, right? Was the location and time freedom that affiliate and digital marketing gives you, right? It's your business. You're running your business around the digital and affiliate marketing business model, but it's still your business and your brand that you get to control. You can pick whatever products you want to promote. That's the beauty of this industry. Unlike typical MLMs, multi-level marketing, is you're locked in with one product, right? And you're buying multiple products, right? Right? Trust me, I got a whole cupboard full of Sensi's underneath my sink from my wife doing MLM, right? So, and a bunch of Tupperware and this and that. Yeah, she just tried a few things herself, right? So I got in this industry, literally it was for my kids, right? So that was the biggest thing, right? I was 50K in debt. I had nowhere to go. I literally was just getting deeper and deeper into the hole. My mental health was deteriorating. My back was destroyed, right? And my back was up against the wall. If I hadn't found digital and affiliate marketing back in 2021, I'd still be driving that truck today, unfortunately.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. Okay.
And then so me and Daniel, we met in February, and then I think it was by March we had partnered up together, and we've been business partners ever since. So we've been business partners since March of 2021, basically, right? So we've done $3.4 million online together, right? We've helped thousands of new and struggling marketers find success online, right? So we love this. We enjoy this industry, right? We actually enjoy teaching our students, right? Which is a big thing where a lot of people come into this industry, they're buying a course, but they don't have that support on the back end and that coaching to actually get them to that level that they want to be at.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up because that is true. You know, you guys probably experience that as well. People do that, and then they are left alone. There's no support. There's no follow up. There's no working together, and people lose faith in this kind of thing. And you know, you guys have said some things there which have really, you know, sparked a lot of commonalities there, both in debt, both missing your family, tried things, not got the results there that you wanted, and you've been able to make things different, right? And I guess coming from that side of things, how were you able to get started when you guys were in debt, when you were facing those challenges? How did you get over those?
I'll start with this one because that one's an easy one for me. I was $50K in debt. I had no other options. I was literally living paycheck to paycheck because of our three of our 4 lumber mills got shut down because of COVID. My hours got cut back, but I didn't have any money to invest. I bought a $7 course and I was still lost, right? So what I ended up doing was investing into Jonathan Montoya's Freedom Breakthrough, which was $14.97, right, at the time, right? And in order for me to pay for that, I sold a few of my gaming systems and shoveled some driveways because I'm up in Canada, right? At that time, there was a bunch of snow. I went and shoveled a bunch of driveways so I could afford to invest in myself, right? I wanted it that bad that I knew that this industry had so much potential that I made it happen, right? I didn't have an option, but I found ways to find that money by selling my gaming systems that I hadn't played in a year, sold my Xbox, sold my PS4, I think it was, or 3. Can't remember. I think it was 4. But I sold my gaming systems because I don't play them anymore. I'm more focused on my business, right? And then I went out and shoveled, I think it was like 7 or 8 driveways, right? Made about $500 there. And then my gaming systems paid for the rest, right? All my games and everything I had, right? So I literally made a sacrifice so I could invest in myself, right? So that's a little bit of sacrifice, shoveling some driveways for a few days, right? That's what literally paid for my business to get started, right? And a lot of people are like, well, I don't have money. There's lots of ways to get money, right? There's lots. You can borrow money. You can find money. You can steal money. You can sell something, right? If you want it bad enough, you will make it happen, right? There's plenty of things, right? There's plenty of stuff lying around most people's houses that they don't even touch or use or anything that they could sell to invest in themselves, right? And it's just like gaming system. I sold my gaming systems. Now I could go buy 30 of them right now in cash if I wanted to, right? So it's giving up that little bit of comfort right now so you can have that freedom later on.
Yep, absolutely. For me, pretty much the same. Okay, because I'm a father of 2, right? And I pretty much had no option but to make it work, right? This was my actual like full stamp car, right? And at the time, this is my core document. Actually, got sued by American Express over my credit card debt. So I was at the point losing everything, right? And I was miserable. I was an alcoholic, okay, during that time, and I fought with my wife every single day under that huge money pressure. But one day, I decided to change because if I keep going deeper, right, the deeper in the hole, I'm gonna destroy my family. So I do whatever I could to make it work. But is it easy? No, super hard initially. Okay,
Choose your hard.
Super hard, yeah, super hard initially. But this is a lot of people they don't realize. Okay, whatever business you want to do, especially people are watching this right now, we all got bombarded by different content, different opportunity, right? Different ads. Okay, this is what beginner they don't realize. When you buy a program, when you buy a course, right? That's when you are most excited because you see the people's ads, right? They basically tell you that dream outcome you can achieve, right? So it sounds very convincing, but you need to put in the work. So when you buy a course, that's when you feel most excited. But after you buy the course, you need to start doing the work because this is something new you are learning. You're gonna hit challenges, okay? You're gonna hit challenges. A lot of people will quit when they hit challenges, okay? They buy the program when they feel excited, but when they start putting in the work, they got hit by challenges, right? Then their morale, their excitement goes down. But that's normal because you are learning something new. During that period, when you going down, that's when you need a coach most. And luckily, I did that. When I got hit by challenge after challenge after challenge, right? My wife say, "Hey, Daniel, why can't you just be normal? Go get another job," right? I had to figure out because I see other people. I see Nate. I saw Nate that interview, right? He didn't have the teeth. I almost quit. But when I see him did that, that gave me hope. If he can do it, I can do it too, right? So I reached out to him. We start talking. We basically started from zero, and we have a lot of challenges along the way. But luckily, we pushed through because we recognize we don't have any options but to make it work.
And it still goes on today. We don't have any
It goes
options
on today,
to make
yeah.
it work. I don't want to go back to a trucking job. I don't want to go work for somebody else ever again, right? So I'm gonna put in the damn work so I make sure that I never have to, right?
Yeah.
Me and Daniel, we've actually invested over $100,000 of our own money, probably way more than that, but over $100,000 in just the last year alone in courses and mentors ourselves just to level up our skills, right? There's different levels to this industry. There's different levels to entrepreneurship, right? You can't start at the top. You just can't. You have to work your way up to the top, right? Start at the bottom, make those few sales, buy a little course, work your way up, sell that, then invest into a mentorship, right? Get that mentorship, make sure you implement, put in the work, right? And keep on leveling up your skills, right?
Like when we first started out, right? Like Nate was under huge debt and I was under huge debt as well. There was no way I could invest even $500 initially. That's why I started from either free YouTube and I bought $7 courses, try to learn from it. But I'm the type of person is that I will really put in the work, okay? And luckily I put in the work even though I don't see any results, right? But through that process, because I put in enough runs again, that helped me see exactly what problems in my business. Once I identify those problems, then I have a direction. Then I can see, okay, I fixed this problem, that problem. Then I can get results. That's when I started looking for mentorship, looking for help, because I know exactly what problem I need to fix. But a lot of people, they just buy they buy course, they don't even go through it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But without you actually doing it, how can you know what problem you need to solve?
That's right. And then like what you guys said there, like it's not easy, right? It's everybody sees, people succeeding and thinking, oh yeah, great, I can get into that.
Yeah.
And like you say, they want to start at the top. But there is that groundwork to be done, that needs to be done. How can you give us a little bit of an outline for you, like coming into this totally new to it? When you say it was, you had challenges, how and what did you do to overcome those? I know you said like little bit by little bit, but if it's, you got to points where you thought you may quit, why was that? What was it that really sparked you to then turn that around and go up and continue?
To me, I would say, this is another point I want to share. A lot of people, they want to do this behind closed doors by themselves. Okay, please don't. If you want to be successful, put yourself in a successful environment. Okay, otherwise your mind gonna trick you. Your self-doubt gonna kick in, right? I doubt myself every single day, but luckily I have a bunch of friends, friends like Nate, right? Like a couple other people. We all started around the same time. Nate, remember Sergio, all those people, we all started around the same time, right? So we see each other, right? We know we all have challenges. But some people, for example, Nate is doing very well this month, right? Next month, that guy is doing very well. So that give me hope. I know, right? I know they also going through challenges. If they can figure out, I can figure out too. Then we talk to each other, right? Even though we were not partners yet, we were just regular fellow marketers, all started together, but seeing each other talk to each other, that does help. Okay. So for beginners, if you are thinking about to start, pay attention to your environment.
Good point.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard for you to, especially when you are in a very struggling position, it's very hard for you to figure it out, right? So use other people to help you, right? See what other people doing, talk to other people.
Got it.
Yeah.
And
Nate, how about
like,
you? Why you didn't quit? How did you get through the challenges?
Just look at my kids.
Right.
Remember
Right.
my why, man. Remember my why. Why I freaking quit, man. Why I started this industry. I wanted more time with my kids, right? And it was just as simple as that. Anytime I got any challenges after I quit my trucking career, all I had to do is remember, do you really want to work for somebody else again? Do you really want to deal with a toxic boss? Do you want to have to deal with all these online courses just to keep a job, right? Did I really want to trade my time for a low pay wage job? To me, after seeing the opportunities online, I will never work a job again in my life. Just for the simple fact, I know these skills now. I have these skills now. I've mastered these skills, right? I'm still mastering them, right? You're still learning. I'm constantly learning. So is Daniel, right? But I know, right? Every time I get into a struggle, especially now, like if we get into struggle or I have a bad week and I get down, right? And I beat myself up. Oh, I haven't had a few sales in a couple days, right? I just look at my students' results, man. Look at my students' testimonies. I'll watch a few student testimonies and just show myself who I've helped, who we've helped along the way. We've helped change so many lives, right? That to me means more than anything than money itself, right? Money will come and go. Money will come and go. You can find money, you can steal money, you can borrow money, right? But you can never get back your time. And time is our biggest asset on this planet, right? Once your time is gone, it's gone forever. You cannot get it back. And we are not guaranteed tomorrow, so start living today.
Yep.
That's it. Well said. Well said. And I guess too that there's that misconception that once you start, creating those sales and start making that and start, doing things like what you guys are doing, people don't have problems, right? But that's not true. As you said, you still got challenges now. You still have other things to work through. That doesn't change. It's just the way how you work through those has changed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And having that support.
No matter what you do, whether business, in life, right? You're gonna have different challenges, and whatever level you are at, you're gonna have different challenges, right? So for people who really want to go after their own success, then get that mindset right inside of you, right? There will be challenges along the way. You just need to be resourceful and believe in your own ability that you can solve any challenge ahead of you. You're gonna find a way to solve it.
Yeah, definitely.
You just need to keep telling yourself, right? You got to believe your own ability.
Excellent. So how does your coaching program, how do you support the people that you work with, your students, who are just starting out, who I guess are finding challenges? What strategies have been able to help connect with them?
Nate, you want to jump in on this first?
Well, first of all, we have our hands-on coaching program, mentorship, our Passion Over Profits coaching program. Pretty much we've put everything that me and Daniel have invested into that program in the last 3 years is in there. But for those beginners and those newbies coming into the industry, right, We literally have a module that's a 10K fast track where we walk them through week to week and give them homework to do and make sure that they understand what they're doing and why they're doing that, right? So they actually understand how they're building their business properly, right? So we'll walk them through like week 1 and week 2. You're setting up your system, setting up your social profiles, right? Getting those on point, right? So you look like your authority figure and stuff like that, right? So, but literally we walk them step by step by step. This is what you do. This is what you need to focus on this week. And here's your homework that you need to accomplish, right?
Yep.
So, and we literally walk our students through step by step. We have 4 times live weekly coaching calls a week. So people have multiple chances to hop on a call with us. Plus we got 247 support within our school community.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Let me piggyback on that. Me and Nate, and also our coaching team style is like Nate just explained it very well. Okay, we are not just teaching you a tactic. We want to teach you why you do this. Okay, you got to understand why you are doing this. So later, if you understand why behind your every move, then you can have your own combination. You can do different variation in your marketing campaign, right? And because we are doing that, so you can see our students, we don't care what they promote because the framework is the same, right? You can sell a course, you can sell a software. We also have students launching their own offer. They even take the skills to grow their offline restaurant business, right? So marketing skills you can apply to any product services that you want to sell. Okay, so we focus on teaching people the framework, okay, behind every single move. And that's why we see our students pretty much dominate all major programs out there right now.
Okay, that's awesome. But what do you think are the most important qualities or skills for an entrepreneur to have in today's digital landscape?
Okay.
You got 4 main ones. I usually say 3, but I got to bring in 4. Okay. Number one, clearly is your mindset. That's your number one skill you guys need to get right, and continually getting right. Even 4 years in, I'm still leveling up my mindset. Right. Mindset's number 1. Marketing is number 2. Sales is number 3, and number 4 would be copywriting. Right. With those 4 skills alone, then number 5 will be content creation, because content is king. Without putting content out there, nobody's going to see you or your offer, right? But those 5 skills right there alone can get you to 7 figures. No problem, right? Those 5 skills, if you master those 5 skills, you can never master your mindset. You got to keep on building your mindset. But if you master those other 4 skills, there's no reason for you not to be successful online.
Powerful. To me, I would say in order, if you want to start your business, any business, I would say as a future successful business owner, whoever is watching this right now, number 1 skill is be resourceful. I would say that's the most important skill, right? Because let's talk about money, right? If you are watching this, and you want to join a program, right? You see a mentor, you know you need that, but right now you don't have any money. So a lot of people, they stop, okay? But I actually see this as a good practice for you, how to find the access to that funding or capital you need. Because as a business owner, it's gonna happen to your business from time to time in the future. You need to raise money to scale your business, or you need to raise money to help your own business to get through some tough challenges we don't know yet, okay? So how to raise money as a business owner is actually an essential skill. So before you even start a business, if you don't have money right now, practice. How can you raise some money so you can start your business? If you cannot even do that, maybe you need to think again, because in the future, when your business require you to raise money and you are not prepared, your business is gonna die.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. And like you guys mentioned there before, you've continued to invest in yourselves. You've continued with mentors, you've continued to grow. It's not just, okay, I'll just do this and then that's it. I stop there. There's that continual learning.
Yeah. Yes.
Which is good. And like, you know, people can do this on their own. They can, you know, battle out many hours trying to do it. But to really make a difference and to get yourself on track and stay on track, you're going to need help and support along the way, right?
Oh, absolutely. Don't try doing it on your own. If you want to learn a skill and master that skill, invest in learning it from somebody who's mastered it, right? Invest in somebody who's actually been there and done what you want to do, and learn from them. Literally what me and Daniel have done in the last 4 years is literally we invested into mentors like Richard Yu, Dan Henry, right? Jonathan Montoya, right? And we didn't just buy these programs to resell them. We bought certain programs, and like Richard Yu, we specifically bought his program, $30,000 to learn Instagram shoutouts and how to run on the back end of our business. Specifically invested in him just for those two things, right? Why? Because we know we needed that in order to scale our business, right? So, and that was a $30,000 investment that we dropped with, I think it was in 6 months of time. We had him on retainer, so.
Yeah, and I also want to give this analogy out there, okay, especially for the new marketers who just got into this industry, right? Let's say you are a songwriter, a good songwriter, okay? You know how to write a good song. Then once you know how to do that, then you have ability to use different instrument to play that song, right? You can use piano to play that song. You can use guitar to play that song, right? A lot of people, you see people try to sell you different things, okay? People say, okay, you can make money with doing faceless videos, right? That guy say the best way to make money is doing webinar, right? So everybody has different tactics. Those are instruments, okay? But people got distracted by the instrument. Oh, that guy say use guitar is the way. That guy say use piano is the way, right? But actually, the real key is that if you know how to write a good song, and that's what Nate just explained. You got to understand why behind your every single move. You have to understand the framework of it. That can help you become a good songwriter. Once you have that, you can pick any instrument to make it work. Does that make sense? Don't just chase after instrument. Jump from one instrument, from another instrument. Those are just tactics. Every tactic work if you know how to make it work. That's a songwriting skill, right?
Yes, and I think that's nailed it there for a few people. The shiny object syndrome, right? Yes, doing that, but then see this instrument over here. I want to go and play that and get going. That's right. And I guess from you, I mean, you guys have been doing this now for some time. How do you approach, or how do you work with like feedback that you get from people, like to use to improve both your product and your coaching?
Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, how do you approach customer feedback? Or feedback
how do we collect customers' feedback?
Well, once you collect it, how do you utilize it?
Okay, so number one, okay, this is for any business, right? We all need to have leads coming into your business, whatever business you are doing, right? For our coaching business, the way we get leads is to publish content, right? So we publish content, attract leads, get into our system. Then we start having a conversation with them to see if they are a good fit. If they are, then we close the sales, right? Once we close the sales, then we need to deliver that transformation, okay? Transformation. So once we help them create that transformation, we have student results, we have testimonials. We're going to put those testimonials into our content and keep getting leads into our business, okay? So we just rinse and repeat. While you have more results, your content become more attractive, right? But same process, we all started from zero. So We started from learning how to create content, get leads into our business. Then we start learning how to talk to them. Then we start learning how to close them. Then once we have our first customer, then we work really hard to help them create results. Finally got our first testimonial, then put them into our marketing, then do it all over again. Okay, so we started from zero, first customer, to now thousands of people we have worked with.
Excellent, excellent. And one thing I guess is now that you've created this business, you're helping a lot of people. Nate mentioned this before, and Daniel, I've seen a lot of posts there. You're spending a lot more time with your family. Nate, you're doing a hockey coaching course because you want to be able to be there. How do you balance like the demands of your product development, the demands of coaching your students, and your own business, as well as your own, like all your family times? How do you balance all of those?
Yeah.
Easy. I set boundaries. Set boundaries. A lot of times I do most of my work. Sorry about that. I do most of my work when my kids are at school, right? So most of the time I'm doing my work between 8:30 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon, right? And I'm nonstop working, right? If I want to take a nap, I can, but most likely I'm working on my business full time from 8:30 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon. When my kids get home, my wife gets home, most times it's family time, right? I'm hanging out with the kids, I'm playing video games, I'm taking them to hockey, right? But it's about setting boundaries for yourself, but you also you got to every single morning when you wake up and you get started on your business, get those must-do tasks done, right? Check your emails, reply to DMs, reply to comments, right? Check your system, send out an email, right? And create content, right? It's literally the same thing over and over and over again. It's rinse and repeat, right? But for me, it's setting boundaries. Before, like my first year doing this, I was working 2-4-7. I was literally on my phone 2-4-7. I was creating like 3 to 5 TikToks a day, right? And I was actually working more on my business than I was spending with my family, right?
Same here.
But, and then I finally had my wife lose it on me saying, you're putting more work into this than you are spending it with us, right? And I realized I own my own business. I am my business owner. If I set boundaries, I can stick to it because I don't have to ask a boss if I can take the day off, right? So now I've told my wife, evenings are our time, right? I'm not going to sit on my phone all day. If the message comes in and somebody needs a question or I need to send a link over or something like that, I don't mind sitting on my phone for a couple minutes, messaging somebody and helping them out, right? But for the most part, I'm not creating content in the evenings, right? Like I'm not doing those big tasks with my family around. I'll do that while they're all gone, right? Like during the week, I can sit here today and create 10, 20 TikTok videos, batch create my content. So I don't have to create any content on the weekend while my family's home, right? That's the kind of things that you learn as you go, as you learn this industry is you need to learn, not only you need to learn your own time, right? But you need to set boundaries as well, especially with clients too, because there's clients who will go over your boundaries and they'll try to message you 2-4-7. It's like, I'm sorry, man, but I'm off the clock right now. Message me tomorrow, right? For the most part, right? If it's something simple, I can message him and stuff like that. But for me, boundaries is a big one. You got to set your boundaries because if you don't set your boundaries, you're just going to be unstructured. I'm ADHD. I need structure, right? So it's almost the same routine every single day. When my routine goes off whack, my brain goes off whack, right? It's like, right? So I like to have a routine. I like to have a balanced routine and the same thing day in and day out, right? And it's literally just the same thing. Marketing's marketing. Doesn't matter what the heck you're promoting. Marketing's marketing. Once you learn these skills, you can promote anything you want online, even your own products.
Absolutely. Yep.
Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel.
What's that?
Yeah. So like, how do you balance the demands?
So for me, right, I started, just like Nate, 24/7, especially when I was new. Okay, a lot of people say 1 to 2 hours a day. Yes, you can do 1 to 2 hours a day, but if that's my business, if that my back already against the wall, my only option is to succeed. I want to work 25 hours a day. Okay, that was me initially, but something changed. Okay, 3 years ago, I think that was first time, right? I met Jonathan Montoya. Most people know who he is, right? Nate and also myself, our first mentor. 3 years ago, I think he had a chance to visit Phoenix. Okay, and at the time, I was number 1 affiliate. Nate was number 2, right? And so I want to meet him since he is coming to Arizona. So I actually drove my wife, kids, and went to Phoenix to hang out with Jonathan. I was impressed because we went out to have a dinner, right? And we had a dinner maybe about 2 hours. And during that 2 hours of time, he never looked at his phone. To me, that's crazy because I'm the very hands-on guy, right? At that stage, I pretty much on my phone all the time, including right now, I still on my phone when I go outside, right? Sometimes. So that helped me see a bigger picture. Okay, like a really hands-off at some degree is possible. So there is always another level. Okay, there's always another level, right? So I was impressed first time I saw him, right? He has large results. He should be working super hard, but in that 2 hours of time during dinner, he never looked at his phone once.
How many times did you look at yours?
All the time. All the time. Yeah.
And I think too, like you guys have said that when you started out, you're doing like working 24/7, right? And you're starting to do this to create that difference in your life, to be able to have more time, more freedom with your family. But you weren't. It was consuming you. And as you say, people say you can do this in 2 hours a day. And I like the way that Nathan said that chuckle there. It's not going to be 2 hours a day, right?
Before you go into there, I'm not going to disagree that you can do this in 1 to 2 hours a day because honestly, when I first started, I was lucky to get an hour in a day. Lucky to get an hour in a day on my business because I was working 12 to 15 hours a day, right? I was one of those people who literally only put in 1 to 2 hours a day, if I was lucky to get my business up and running. But the consistency, right, of me doing it every single day led to me quitting my trucking career in 5 months. Right. If I could have put more time into it, I probably would have quit sooner.
Yes, right. Yes. And I think that's that clarity on what is happening in that 1 or 2 hours, right?
Exactly. You've got to be focused. You need.
Yes, yeah. And I think, and as you continue, it's, you're growing your business, you're continue. It's not just 1 to 2 hours and forget about it. There's other things there that you need to do, right? And it depends on what you want to do. Like you say, if you want to quit your job, wonderful. There's a lot of people there that do enjoy their job and they want to stay in that, but they also want to have that extra income, that freedom to be able to make those choices. So that if there's a lot of first responders who might get injured or have to take time out, their world can change for them instantly. And if they don't have something set up, it can break them, right? So this is a great opportunity for them to be able to have something going and creating without consuming them all the time.
Yeah, we also have to understand this, especially for people who are watching this on the sideline, right? Yes, you can do 1 to 2 hours a day, but I also want to give you a different perspective. You are competing with some of the best marketers out there when you decide to jump in, right? Like everybody can sell the same product, okay? And you are in a lazy mode, try to make it easy when you are competing with best of the best out there, right? So I want to advise you guys to master the skill, okay, as the real business owner, okay? You don't have much time, it's okay. Just 1 to 2 hours a day, but super consistent every single day, okay? If you are launching your business, your business should always be in your mind, right? How can I grow it? How can I overcome the challenges? How can I take it to the next level, right? So just different perspective for you guys, okay? Because when you decide to sell product, service, right, in whatever niche, when you put your offer out there, when you start trying to generate sales, you are competing with best of the best in that niche.
That's right. And you know, I think you also said there, you've got to have that mindset. This is your business,
Yep.
right? If it's a hobby for you, you're going to get results as a hobby, right?
Yeah.
If it's a business, then it can make that big difference for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, like you said, that you know, you're competing against the best of the best. What do you say to people who say, well, you know, isn't this saturated? There's too many people doing this. How am I going
It's
to?
only saturated if you let it be, right? That's a mindset issue that most people have coming into this industry is, oh, it's oversaturated. Everybody's doing it. This industry is a $300 billion a year industry and only growing, okay? More and more companies are adapting digital and affiliate marketing to their businesses, because literally, as an affiliate marketer, those businesses only have to pay us when we bring them a paying customer. Not only saving them on ad costs, but we're also advertising for them for free. Right? So the industry's only getting bigger, and there's so many niches, right? The golf niche, hunting niche, wealth niche, health niche, relationship niche, right? There's thousands of different types of niches that you can get started in this industry. It's not all about selling courses and programs. I like the make money online niche because it's the most profitable, but it's not the only way to make money doing digital affiliate marketing. We have students who are literally selling physical products. One of our students, Erin, right? She ended up buying a necklace off a TikTok shop, right? And then from a company. And then she ended up posting a link, finding out that it was an affiliate link to that. She posted it on her stories and made her first sale in 5 minutes just from a simple little video, right? We have other students like Bryce, right, who literally took these skills and helped a local winery, right, get their business online. They paid him an $85,000 a year contract to get them online. Do the marketing for them, do the content creation for them, do the the ads for them, right? He literally signed an $85,000 a year contract because of these skills, right? These skills are so transparent. They're so transferable. You can use them so everywhere, right? It's not all about selling courses. I like selling courses. I like selling coaching. I like doing the make money online niche because it's most profitable, because it's everybody's wanting to make money online. Especially with COVID a few years ago, everybody jumped online because nobody had an income. Everybody was losing their income, right? So everybody was trying to figure out ways to freaking find money online. That's why this industry exploded, was because of COVID. It boosted the online economy by 10 years. Okay? Now, more and more businesses are adapting the business model to their business because it's not only saving them money, but it's also getting them free advertisement, right?
Yeah. And also let me piggyback on that, okay? And that's actually a very good question. When you are worried about that, if your market, your niche is saturated or not, then I would say you are doing something wrong, okay? Because you try to sell commodity. When you sell commodity, you are always replaceable. Everybody can sell the same commodity as you. But when you build a brand, then you are unique. So through this interview, right, Nate was talking about his story. I was share about where I came from, right? So the offer we are selling, there is a meaning in it, right? We attach our story to it, right? How basically we are selling transformation, selling our story, okay? Selling how we got those transformation. Then what solution, what product we use to get that transformation, right, can be different products, different packages. Okay, that's called storytelling marketing. When you do that, you build a brand. When you just focusing on pushing product, you are commodity. Then yes, of course, you are saturated. Just the way you do it different.
Yeah, and a lot of that comes back to mindset too, right?
Sorry, what's that?
You said a lot of that comes down to mindset.
Yeah.
You've got to approach it with, there is an abundance out there. It's, they say, $300 billion industry.
Yep.
There's a lot of opportunities out there. So it's about understanding that first and foremost, and being able to do the work necessary to help you get there. Yeah. Awesome. Now, I appreciate the time, guys. I know that you have given up your time to be here today. Very, very thankful for that. So I will get this going. Any last words for people who have been looking at this, have been wondering, yes, do I, no, do I, what do I do? I want to do something different, but I'm not too sure. Some last words of encouragement.
Nah.
Just get started. Words of encouragement, guys. If you're literally struggling in life right now, I'm gonna be straight blunt with you. Your job ain't gonna give you the dream life that you want. Your job is only there to help you survive. Straight up. That's what a job is for these days. It's survival, right? If you really want to take control of your life, get back your time, and have more family time, and be able to do the things that you want to do, the only way that that's going to be possible is to become your own boss, invest in knowledge, and invest in assets. Those two things, right? Guys, if you really want true freedom, you be your own boss. It's 2024, 2025. We are literally in the middle of a digital gold rush right now, and it's only getting bigger. Guys, there's so many opportunities online, but you guys got to stop being scared to get started. Just get started, because literally, if I hadn't got started back in 2021, I don't even want to know where I'd be right now. Right, Daniel? We could be on the streets for all we know, right?
Yep. No joke.
I don't even want to think about if I hadn't have got started, because literally this industry was life changing, and these skills, come on, guys, I'm telling you right now, nothing beats waking up in the morning knowing you don't have to go to a job where a boss is bossing you around or has control of your income, right? Yesterday, me and Daniel did $4,000 a day in a single day. $4,000 in a single day. I know people who don't even make that in 2 months, right? So that's the power of learning these skills, is being able to make a shit ton of money, mind my language, just by simply learning these skills, right? Digital affiliate marketing ain't going anywhere. It's only getting bigger, right? These skills are absolutely life-changing, and they're changing ordinary people's lives just like you and I, right? Every single day. Just get started. First of all, though, if you're going to jump in this industry, get your mindset right. I highly, highly recommend. If you haven't read it first, go read this. This is what got me started online. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay, guys? Get your mindset right. Then become the best entrepreneur you can possibly be.
Powerful. Yeah, I also have the same. Okay, same from me as well. Just get started. Okay, a lot of people, right? Like we discussed, fear, self-doubt, right? And we all have this problem. Okay, confidence issue. But I can tell you, if you keep sitting there, your confidence will not become better. Okay, confidence is developed by competence. You got to be competent in doing something, right? Mm-hmm. So how can you get that how can you be competent at something? You got to do it. And you can only learn from mistakes. Everybody learn from mistakes, okay? Everybody learn from mistakes since we were kids, right? We learned something, we made mistakes. Our parents or teacher tell us how to fix it. We do it again until we figure out, right? Like riding a bike. Then once you know how to do it enough time, then your confidence is there, right? You never worry about bike again because you know how to handle it. But you are not gonna have that confidence from day one. Okay, so the best advice I can give to you will be just like Nate. Get started. Okay, you can only learn from making mistakes and learn from the process of fixing that mistakes. Okay, so I rather you take imperfect action. Super important. Take imperfect action. Learn from the process instead of sit and wait. Let that fear and self-doubt grow bigger. Then you are not going anywhere. Right?
Learning these skills is like learning any skill, okay? Any skill, right? You're going to suck at first, right? Just like my son. My son just started hockey his first year, right? His first year of hockey, first year on skates and stuff. His first day out on that ice, he was on his butt more than he was on his skates, okay? But now, 10 practices in and a few games, right? He just scored his first 2 goals the last game on Saturday, right? He scored his first 2 goals, and now he's barely even falling because he kept on falling down and getting back up, falling down and getting back up, right? And then he kept on learning the skills, and he's continually going to learn the skills, right? You don't become a pro hockey player on day one, right? No, it takes years of skills, years of learning, right? It's the same thing, right? Like Daniel said, riding a bike, right? It's skills are skills, right? I invested $3,500 10 years ago, or 9 years ago, right? $3,500 to get my Class 1 trucking license. I bought a course, had in-driver truck training, right, for a whole week, and within 1 week, I was driving. I had my Class 1 driver's license, right? Did I know those skills before that week? Absolutely not. Never stepped foot in a truck before, right? But after a week of learning and having an truck driver instructor, a coach, right, teaching me the skills, right? After a week, I passed my Class 1 driver's test with excellence. And I was the only one that year that passed with excellence.
Oh, wow.
So, guys, any skill is learnable, right? It's scary learning new skills at first, right? We all know that. It's scary learning first skills. But the money is outside your comfort zone. And that's all I'm going to say. The money is outside your comfort zone. If you're comfortable right now, that's your problem.
Yep.
And is it really comfort, right? Is it comfort?
That's the thing, right? Is it comfort? No, because of stress and worrying and everything like that, right? But
and you mentioned there about the failure. It's going to happen. Most people are scared of that, to think, yeah, I'm going to fall. And I think your analogy there with your son on the ice is awesome because, again, he's getting coached, right? If he can't just go out there and wham, yep, now I'm playing hockey. I'm learning. And you've got a coach. And he's consistent. He's turning up to training. He's turning up. He's listening and implementing what's being taught.
Yep.
And they are key things that run together. We're adults. We think, yep, I'll just go and do this. I'll learn that. I'll do that on my own. Yes, you probably can, but it's just going to take you a heck of a lot longer. You're not going to recognize those opportunities or recognize if you fall down, how to get yourself back up and do what needs to be done to get you the results that you want.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, gentlemen, as I said, I do appreciate your time today. You've given that up for us. I want to thank you for that. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you and speak with you. And I guess just from everybody here, on behalf of everyone, thank you very, very much and all the very best. And we look forward to being able to speak with you again very soon.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. Thank you, everyone, for bringing us on the show. I actually enjoyed this interview. We talk a lot. Yeah. And thank you guys for watching. Okay.
Just have a great day.
Thank you.